Hi, Nutschell. Welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for asking me to read for you again. And sorry it's taken me so long. I've just been, I was sick that week and it sort of delayed everything, and now I'm feeling a lot better. Back to normal pretty much. Got a little bit of a cough, so I might cough during the reading. If I do, I apologize, but I may not. It's only very minimal at the moment, thank goodness. So with this reading, what I do is I go into just messages from your guides, like what do your guides want you to know? If there's any messages from spirit on the other side. They are showing me things already, so I'm going to actually just get straight into the reading, and then I'm going to do the cards for you. So one of the very first things that I just saw as I was just starting to talk to you and connect with your energy, they showed me a dove, like a white dove. And your ancestors and spirit guides are saying one of the most important messages for you today is to be at peace with yourself, within yourself, and to continue working on that and to come back to that. What your guides are saying is it's almost a bit of an emotional message. They're saying that they understand, like, as humans, we worry and, our minds are always racing and we've got all these things that we stressing about or we fear about, this or that. But your guides are saying that thinking like that is sort of pointless in a way. And it's not about putting your head in the sand or ignoring problems. It's not that. It's more when you start to negatively mentally spiral and start to go into a lot of worries. They don't want you doing that. They want you to have faith. And this is a time for you in your life of working on strengthening your faith, your spiritual side, your spirituality, your belief. You're knowing that, you've been through many things in your life. You've always somehow been looked after. And so this is a big message for you today. And they started with the peace dove. They called it the peace dove. So white dove. I mean, it doesn't make me think of the peace dove. So also what they're showing me is you looking up to the sky or looking at the clouds or just the sky in general. And you may be like praying, or you may be just looking up to the sky for some reason, whatever that is. They've shown me that. And there could be that somebody on the other side has seen you, one of your guides or an ancestor that's passed has seen you looking up to the sky and kind of like thinking to yourself, but also wishing for things, So they're just acknowledging that. I keep hearing a name as well, so I just want to mention, please keep an open mind. When they talk about names, it can be the name of someone who's passed from this world into the other side, who is like a family member, someone an ancestor, or they can be talking about someone who's living, who's around you, or who's coming into your life. Now, the name that I keep hearing is something like Paul, Paulie, Paulini, Paulina, something like that with the Paul sound, okay? So it might not be Paul, it could be like more Paulina, Paulini, or something like that. Okay, I may not be getting it exactly right, but just keep an open mind. If you do know someone passed with that name, it could be just an acknowledgement, because sometimes I get messages where there is someone who's passed over with that name, but there's also someone living with that name. That happens a lot. So just keep an open mind on that. The name is being referenced as important for some reason at this time. They also show me the number 5. Okay, so I'm not sure what that reference is right now, but there could be something significant with the number 5 coming up. It could be something coming up on the 5th of a month, so maybe the 5th of November, the 5th of December. Or if it's not that, it could be something in 5 days from now. Or 5th month of the year is May, so it could be something to do with May next year. Okay, so just they're circling the 5. They're saying it's important for something significant. So I want to say it's probably a date that has a 5, or the 5th most likely, or it's May next year. I'm hearing also to prepare yourself mentally for some kind of changes in the career area. I feel like this might have come up previously in another reading. I vaguely remember. Not that I remember the readings, I don't, but sometimes when I say things I think, oh, that sounds familiar. So there is something with your career direction that is going to be going through a change. Not just yet, but you may feel it in 2026, and it feels very strong in 2027. Like by 2027, there's a shift that's happened already. So if you're in a working situation that feels like you're not getting the most out of something, or you need, to bring in more money or whatever it is, your spirit guides are saying there is a new direction. Okay, there is a new direction coming, but you're not just ready yet, but it's coming soon. Not early 2026, but at the very earliest, starting to make some shifts and changes second half of 2026. And they show me October for some reason, so there might be something in October that comes up of 2026 around career change, but the biggest changes are happening in 2027 by June. They're saying by June. Okay, that's what they just said. Now there's another energy coming through from Spirit, so I have to mention this, and then I'm going to go to the cards for you. So there is an M initial. Okay, so there could be someone that you know that's passed over. It feels female to me with an M initial, and their energy is just coming through. I'm just going to close my eyes and see if there's anything else that actually needs to come through for you, Nutschell, before I get to the cards part of the reading. Okay, I just heard pay attention to your dreams at this time. Okay, so I feel like for the next month, you might be getting messages and signs very strongly. So not just only the next month and that's it, but, you know, November feels like for you, your mind and your intuition's very open. So pay attention in November of signs, messages, dreams, things like that. You might see like a feather randomly and think, oh, that's strange. You know, I've never seen a feather in that particular spot. And you just know, like, your guides have given you, your angels are giving you a message. They're showing me you writing. So I know, I believe off memory that you are a writer. So of course that would make sense if you're a writer. However, what I'm actually getting from this is a bit of a different energy. So I've got to just feel into what they're showing me. Okay, so it's more about ideas coming. It might be ideas for writing a new book, or you've got a lot of ideas coming this November. So really pay attention to the energy of ideas and inspiration for writing. November and December, they're saying. November, December, even January. Okay, the next 3 months is really strong for ideas for you. Also just heard the name Kevin. So I don't know if you know anyone with the name Kelvin or Kevin or something similar to that. K or C, male, I think male name. Feels like male energy to me. So it could be someone that you're going to meet or someone that you know. It feels someone living, I want to say. All right, let's look at some cards for you. How to go for time. I just always keep an eye on the time. Okay, 7 minutes or so in. All right, so let's talk about what else Spirit wants you to know at this time. Oh, this one did not want to go back in. I tried to shuffle and I wouldn't go back in. Let's see where. Oh, make a wish. One. That's a beautiful, beautiful card. Okay, so sometimes a card like this will come up when you're going through a little bit of a hard time, or when you're just kind of feeling like nothing much is happening. So Spirit is saying there's a surprise coming that you're not even anticipating. You might be having a rough week and then suddenly something really unexpected happens that like gives you a big boost. And it could be extra money coming. It could be like a contact, a phone call, something inspiring, something like that. But they're saying make a wish, put something out there to the universe. One good thing for you personally, I'm just thinking of your astrology chart, for you to say or put out there to the universe is, I'm open to receiving. That's a very powerful one for you to attract more. Because I feel like for you, you feel like, you know, sometimes you put a lot of hard work into things and you do get rewards, but you kind of feel like, well, I should be getting more rewards for the effort that I've done. And I think so too. And I think sometimes we block it unconsciously. I do think more is going to come your way in terms of abundance, finances, and things like that. Oops, sorry, I tapped the camera. But if you put out to the universe and you put it out with confidence, I'm open to receiving, I'm willing to receive. Universe, show me, you know, show me the abundance that you can bring my way. That's just a positive energy that you can put out there. And another one for you that's really important is saying, I am loved. I am loved. I am appreciated. Just in general, like whether it's by God, the universe, people in your life, because you can be, like I've probably mentioned to you before, you can be a bit hard on yourself sometimes. So, and you can restrict yourself or be in some fearful kind of space mentally. So they want you to make a wish to manifest more. Interesting, that one did not want to go back in the deck. Okay, let's see. I'm going to get one more from this lovely deck. This is the Nature's Whispers Oracle cards. Nutschell, what does Nutschell need to know? Please, Spirit, show me the right message from Nutschell. What does she need to know at this time? Nutschell. There's a lot of energy here, but nothing quite... Oh, this one's just moved. Okay. Catch your breath, 15. You might be pushing too hard in some way, or doing a lot, like, you know, when you think I've got to do more, and there's some kind of stress that you're putting onto yourself. So this is saying for you, it's important to allow yourself time out, even if you're worried about money, even if you're worried about, oh, if I'm not constantly pushing myself, you know, I'm not going to receive anything. Sometimes you receive when you actually let go and you give yourself a bit of a break. This is saying you need a break from stress. You need a break from the intensity of things. It might be a break from work. It might be a break from putting pressure on yourself, or a break from worrying. But either way, this can also be about meditation. And also see how this little girl, this is like a little nature spirit. She's out in nature. So this is, I think, a message for you to get out into nature, where you can find a lot of inspiration for your writing, especially, I feel. Powerful message. Let's look at what your spirit guides, any direct message from your spirit guides from the cards. This deck is called the Ask Your Guides deck. It's this one here. I've probably used it for you before. Let's see what the guides want you to know. Spirit guides, please show me through the cards any messages for Nutschell at this time. What does she need to know for her life in general? Any messages? Oh, wow, work. Yeah, I do think you tend to overpush yourself with work. But this is saying your guides are helping you with your work. So that's nice. Now leave that room for them to also assist you. Make sure you're not closing off from spirit, that you're asking them. If you feel you need that guidance, say, Spirit, can you show me what I'm supposed to be doing with my work? Show me and help me to do things better, to do things with more balance. Help me with my work so that I don't feel burnt out, so that I don't feel exhausted, so that I don't feel uninspired. Give me inspiration. You know, ask for what you want. See, the guides are there to help. See the hand coming down from above? It's saying they're helping you to grow things in your life that are the seeds of new beginnings. So if you're working on something that's the seed of something, it's going to become very strong in the next couple of years, is what I feel. Okay, so you got to trust the process. And with that plant there, it's showing that sometimes you're going to experience this in your life where you feel like things are growing very slowly, but they are growing nevertheless. Think of a tree that grows, or a plant that grows. There's nothing forcing that tree or pushing that tree, you know, to grow. I mean, sure, you can fertilize it, you can support it with these inspiration, so to speak, symbolically, right? You know, you put fertilizer, or you put really good soil, you water it, you know, you attend to it, right? But you don't push the flowers to grow, or you don't make the fruit grow. Nature takes its course. So what you're working on here in your career and in your work that you're doing is understanding that all good things actually take time. And it's that build up of that foundation that you personally are creating in this life. In your life, it's not so much about the quick results. It's about the slow, steady progression over time, and not giving up on what you want. That's a crucial part for you, is not giving up, and to step by step keep going. Keep putting one foot in front of the other. Allow for support as well from others, because this is a number 20. 2 is about relationships and support, not only from your spirit guides, but from people in your life that want to collaborate with you, that want to connect with you. I feel like there's something about collaboration. I feel that. So I don't know if it's like, you know, you might do certain creative things on your own, but then you partner up with, you know, certain other people that want to connect to you, or want to give you a platform, or want to give you some kind of support. I do get some kind of financial support coming in with something like a project that you want to do, or a creative project that there's sort of someone else coming in to give you some kind of incentive or some kind of impetus to push it forward. So you might be in touch with certain people that are like, oh, we want you to be part of this project, or be part of this public speaking event, or whatever it is. It's something like that I'm picking up on. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, this one just jumped right out. Ending. Ooh, walking away from something. Interesting. So there's something that your guides are talking about that's to do with ending. Let's see what this is. I'm going to get the astro dice. Oh, I have to reach over. I removed it the other day when I was cleaning. 1 second. Okay, so let's do the astro dice on what is this ending for Nutschell in her life. Show me what this ending energy is. Cancer, 12th house. Oh, just letting go of emotion. Something to do with family. Definitely, yes, home, family, mother energy. So there might be some kind of shift with regards to some kind of shift with a female energy in your life that feels like a family member. It could be actually a family member because we have the sign of Cancer and the moon coming up. There's something karmic, and we also had the 4th house, which is home, family. So there might be a particular person that is shifting out of your life that's female, that could be like either a family member or is like a family member. Maybe, you know, there's an elderly person going through some kind of health issues, or if there's something like that, maybe someone is going through some kind of change in their life, some kind of ending in their life, and maybe this is something of spiritual significance to you is what I'm getting, okay? I also just got, as I'm talking about this, a T initial, so I don't know if it's the T initial is to do with the actual person, or if there's someone in spirit with this T that's talking about this as well. I do get some connection with family as I say that. Okay, let's get an inspiring message for you from your angels. Actually, what do your angels want you to know, Nutschell, at this time? Please show me, what do Nutschell's angels want her to know, please? Some inspiring. Oh, this one's popping out. Okay. Ooh, lapis lazuli. Lapis is a stone of protection, and it's also about communication. So your voice, your speech, your writing, anything that you need to express. It says life-changing epiphany or experience. It's a time of big and blessed change for you, and God is supporting you each step of the way. Oh, I love that. So this is a reminder, look how pretty that card is, that even though as humans we can forget that we have spiritual support, we can feel sometimes very alone, or that we only have like 1 or 2 key people in our life, but Spirit's coming through to say, look, you may feel sometimes a little bit somewhat alone in your experience of life, or that you only have a few key people around you, but we are in the background here supporting your life, protecting you, making sure that you're on the right path, and you are on the right path. So you've got blessings coming is what this is saying. That's a beautiful card. Let's get one more from this deck. What does Nutschell need to know? Stress reduction. Yeah. De-stress your mind, body and schedule as you need to rest, recharge and revive. Watermelon tourmaline. That's so interesting because remember you had this one? Catch your breath. And this is talking about, that was catch your breath, which was about slowing down. This is talking about stress reduction. So again, it's talking about you need to make time for you to just decompress, do things that are to do with self-care, you know, whether it's taking a bath at the end of the week to cleanse your energy of other people's energies, because you might be quite sensitive to, I feel, to other people's energies. And, you know, it's about looking after yourself, not letting tension build up to the point where you just feel very irritated and frustrated, you know. I want to get this deck next, the Rainbow Oracle. But this is very important. Self-care, stress reduction, not saying no to some things as well that you just can't do, or asking for help from others, saying, look, I'm just exhausted. Can you please help me with this? You know, or if someone asks you to do something extra, don't do it out of guilt. You know, saying no is very important for sensitive people, because sometimes you feel guilty if you don't say yes, and yet your health is suffering because of it, you know. So this is important. Wow, you have celebrate. The energy of excitement is in the air. Good news, announcements and celebration bring unity and gratitude. See how that just flew out too? That's a very powerful message when that happens. You've got something coming in to celebrate soon, so you're going to be very happy with this. I feel like, again, it's about blessings. It's a blessing from the universe. That's a lovely card. All right, let's get you one of the Gateway Oracle cards. This deck is lovely. All right, what else do your guides have for you? If they want to tell you anything in particular, let's see. Oh, wow, giving birth. I am bringing forth new and dynamic energy into the world. This is to do with your creativity, okay? So you know when I said to you about I saw you writing something new, ideas, things like that. This is confirming that for me. It's saying that you're starting something new soon, and it's something that's going to be very positive, very exciting. It might be a new project, something new that you're working on. I heard the word launching, so you might be launching something in the future that's exciting. Wow, I love that. Very, very positive energy. Let's see from the angel cards. This is an amazing deck that, you know, what are your angels actually helping you with at this time? Like if they can give us a specific area. what are Nutschell's angels helping her with? Please show me what angels are helping Nutschell. Oh, you have gratitude again. Wow, angel of gratitude. So they're actually helping you with feeling grateful for all the wonderful things that are in your life already and the new things that are coming in. That's beautiful. So they're going to help bring things in that you will be very grateful for, is what I'm getting. I heard next 9 months and I got the number 9. So, oh look, angel of success. See, you are going to be very successful. You just need to trust. And I saw this on the bottom, angel of music. So your angels may be guiding you to listen to certain music that's very healing for you at this time, that's uplifting. It's like when you're feeling stressed, go to music. Not so much information, but music. This is saying you're going to be successful with a new project coming in that's going to push, the energy's pushing you up, is what I'm saying. So when I see that type of thing, like psychically, the energy pushing you up, it definitely speaks to achievement, being seen. I'm getting the word unexpected with it too, so maybe there's an element of the unexpected about it also. All right, let's get you one last card from, actually I've got 2 more cards to do. The Fortune Oracle, and then I'm going to do the Angel Numbers cards. Okay, this is the Fortune deck. Let's see what comes up. Nutschell, what is there that's coming in for Nutschell that she needs to know about or that can help? The Moon. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. Remember I said to you at the beginning of the reading, November, you're going to feel very tapped into your intuition. You're going to get signs and messages, all that. Big confirmation message of that. So yeah, definitely. Wow, I love it. Okay, so yes, listen to the Moon represents your emotions, your subtle energy body, subtle moments where you might just feel like, oh, I've got a feeling this is going to happen, or I had a dream about this, or I had a sign about this. Okay, let's do the angel numbers and I'll finish up. Nutschell, what does she need to know, please? What does Spirit want her to know? Any messages from the numbers, please? Oh, wow, 333, and look at that. 2 and 1 adds to 3. You had 31 there that's got 3 now. You had 13, which has a 3 number, adds to 4. What else? Any other numbers? No. 45. That's a 9. Wow, 333. Spiritual awakening. Your spiritual awakening is unfolding. Trust your inner wisdom and follow your path. Yeah. So where it says follow your path, all that means is keep listening to your intuition, Nutschell. That's all you need to do. Because your intuition does guide you. Not your fear, your intuition. Let's see what else. Also, they're telling me to tell you, if you get an uplifted feeling in your heart, like yes, that's a yes to you. If you get a heaviness in your stomach, like, oh, I don't know, a contracting, squeezing feeling in your stomach, that's a no, okay, for decisions that you want to make. Also, what they're saying to me for you, this is, you know, for career, for just general life, test the waters, they're saying. Test something out. If you just, you know, it doesn't have to be extremes of like, either take action or no action. It can be, okay, I'm going to see what this is about. And as you go forward, if you start to not like the feeling, if you start to feel like, this is the wrong path, then you can pull back. You don't have to go forward to it. They're saying, be adaptable. You can always change your mind. That's what I'm hearing. And this is to do with career for some reason. Oh, look, abundance is yours. 2828. Abundance is yours to claim. Be open to receive the gifts of the universe. Remember I gave you that mantra at the beginning. It said something about I'm open to receiving. Something along those lines came through. Big confirmation of that, Nutschell. Love it. Wow. Okay. Powerful messages for you today. So I really hope that you've enjoyed the messages, and I think some powerful things came through there. Sending you lots of positive vibes, and also thank you for following me on Instagram. I just saw that this morning. You're probably wondering where your reading was. You're thinking, Susan's taking a long time. I'm really sorry. I know I have taken a long time. It gets hard sometimes to balance everything, and I always, when I go to do a reading, I want to be in a good space for my customers, for my clients, for yourself. I don't like to do a reading when I'm feeling drained, you know. So I always make sure like I'm looking after myself so I can give you a good reading. I hope you've enjoyed that, Nutschell. Thank you so much once again, and all the very best with everything. Take care. Bye.